Urgent Dallas Cowboys fans, do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel because here we bring you daily videos with the latest Dallas Cowboys updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Fellow Cowboys fans, today we're diving deep into a story that's been shaking the NFL landscape in recent days. A story that could have significant repercussions for our beloved team, as well as for some of our NFC East rivals, especially the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. The NFL is a league that's constantly evolving, and player movements like this can have ripple effects that influence playoff races, team strategies, and even the future outlook of franchises. So, sit tight because what we're about to discuss involves a high-profile cornerback, a veteran with a decorated career, whose departure from the Steelers could open up new opportunities for several teams, including us. Recently, the Pittsburgh Steelers, a team known for their gritty defense and strategic approach, made a move that caught many off guard. They decided to release Darius Slay, a six-time Pro Bowl cornerback who had signed with them just this past offseason. Yes, you heard right. The Steelers, a team with a reputation for their defensive prowess, have parted ways with a player of Slay's caliber after less than a full season. The news was confirmed through ESPN's Adam Schefter, who reported that the mutual agreement between Slay and the Steelers was reached to part ways. This isn't just a minor roster shakeup. It's a significant event that could shift the balance of power among the NFC contenders, especially considering Slay's extensive experience, leadership, and proven ability to shut down top receivers. Now, at first glance, some might wonder, why would a team like the Steelers, who are often in the playoff hunt, decide to release a player of Slay's stature? Well, the answer lies in the complexities of roster management, performance issues, and strategic adjustments. Slay, a veteran with 13 seasons and over 176 starts, has been a fixture in the league, renowned for his coverage skills and football IQ. His signing with Pittsburgh in the offseason was seen as a move to bolster their secondary for a playoff push, but the results haven't matched expectations. According to recent stats, Slay has allowed a 70% completion rate when targeted, has surrendered 3 touchdowns, and carries a 126.7 passer rating against him. These numbers are not typical of his career standards, and they suggest that he's been struggling a bit this season. Yet, what makes this situation so intriguing isn't just the stats, it's the context. At 34 years old, Slay is no longer in his prime, but his experience and leadership are undeniable. His 13 years of NFL service, including his time in Philadelphia where he thrived and earned multiple Pro Bowl nods, make him a highly attractive target for teams looking to add veteran stability to their secondary. Several organizations are now reportedly interested, with the Dallas Cowboys, Philadelphia Eagles, and Detroit Lions emerging as the primary contenders. And it's no coincidence. Each of these teams has pressing needs in the secondary, particularly at cornerback, and Slay's availability could be a game-changer for their playoff aspirations. Let's analyze each potential destination, starting with Dallas, a team that has been battling injuries in the secondary, especially at corner. Trevon Diggs, our star corner, has been out for most of the season due to an ACL tear he suffered early in the year. The Cowboys have been holding their breath, hoping for Diggs' return in Week 14, but the reality is that relying solely on him at this point might be risky. Adding a player like Slay, with his extensive experience and playoff pedigree, could provide crucial depth and leadership to our defense. Even if he's not in his absolute prime, Slay's knowledge of the game, his ability to read routes, and his physicality could be invaluable in high-pressure situations, especially in the postseason. Plus, his familiarity with the NFC East, having played for the Eagles and now being a free agent, gives him an edge in understanding division rivals' offensive schemes. Switching gears to Philadelphia, the Eagles' former home, the potential reunion has fans and analysts buzzing. During his 5 seasons in Philadelphia, Slay was a cornerstone of that secondary. He was selected to 3 Pro Bowls and played a pivotal role in their Super Bowl LIX victory over the Kansas City Chiefs. His leadership, combined with his ability to lock down some of the league's best receivers, made him an invaluable piece of their defense. Now, with the Eagles looking for an upgrade over Adoree Jackson at the 2 corner position opposite Quinion Mitchell, bringing Slay back could be a strategic move. It would not only bolster their secondary, but also inject a dose of playoff experience and leadership that can be contagious in the locker room. Given that the Eagles' defensive system, under coordinator Jonathan Gannon, emphasizes aggressive press coverage and versatile zone schemes, Slay's skill set aligns well with their philosophy. And then there's Detroit. The Lions, under coach Dan Campbell, have been one of the league's most exciting teams this season, showcasing a potent offense led by Jared Goff, and a defense that's been improving rapidly. However, with the recent injury to Terrion Arnold, who will be sidelined for the rest of the season due to shoulder surgery, Detroit's secondary depth took a hit. Acquiring Slay could be a savvy move by general manager Brad Holmes, providing immediate upgrade and veteran leadership to a defense that's aiming to make a deep playoff run. Campbell is known for his aggressive, fiery coaching style, and adding a player like Slay, who embodies toughness and competitive spirit, could be a perfect fit. What's fascinating about this scenario is how it exemplifies the interconnected nature of NFL roster moves. A veteran like Slay, with his extensive experience, can serve as a bridge for teams in their playoff push, offering both on-field performance and locker room leadership. His ability to adapt to different defensive schemes and his understanding of offensive tendencies makes him a versatile asset. Moreover, his release from the Steelers signifies the shifting landscape of NFL secondary markets. Teams are constantly adjusting, seeking the right mix of youth and experience, talent and leadership. Now, let's talk about the implications of this move for our Cowboys. As I mentioned earlier, the absence of Trevon Diggs has been a major storyline this season. His injury has left a void in our secondary that's been challenging to fill. Even with the promising development of players like Daron Bland and the emergence of other young talents, adding a seasoned veteran like Slay could be the difference maker in critical moments. Imagine him lining up across from top receivers in the playoffs, using his veteran instincts to anticipate routes and make crucial plays. It's easy to see how his presence could elevate our entire secondary unit and give our defense a much-needed boost in a postseason run. But we shouldn't overlook the challenges. Slay's recent performance hasn't been stellar, and at 34, durability could be a concern. Teams will scrutinize his recent film, and the decision to bring him in will depend heavily on his willingness to accept a potential rotational role or a situational assignment. Still, given our needs and the potential upside, it's a gamble worth considering. The Cowboys have a history of making strategic veteran additions that pay dividends in crunch time, and this could be another chapter in that story. Looking at the broader NFL landscape, the market for veteran cornerbacks is heating up. With the playoffs approaching, teams are scrutinizing every move to strengthen their rosters, especially in the secondary, which has become a critical factor in today's pass-heavy league. Slay's availability will undoubtedly create a bidding war among contenders, and his decision will hinge on factors such as playing time, scheme fit, and championship aspirations. For us, Cowboys fans, this is an exciting development because it shows how proactive our front office might be in addressing key roster needs before the postseason. Now, what can we expect next? Will Slay choose a team that aligns with his experience and aspirations? Will the Cowboys, Eagles, or Lions make a formal offer? Or could there be other suitors emerging? The NFL offseason is always full of surprises, and this move is just the beginning of what could be a fascinating storyline as the league moves closer to the playoffs. In the end, this situation underscores one of the league's fundamental truths. Experience and leadership matter, especially during the high-stakes moments of the season. As fans, we love to see our team make bold moves, and bringing in a veteran like Slay could be just the kind of strategic decision that pushes us over the edge. We're all eagerly waiting to see how this unfolds, and it's a reminder that in the NFL, nothing is ever static. Every move, every decision can change the course of a team's destiny. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Dallas Cowboys news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and IT makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let's continue with the big reveal. So what's next for our Cowboys? Will we make a push for Slay? Could our front office see this as the perfect opportunity to add a veteran presence that can help us contend for a Super Bowl? The rumors are circulating and the discussions are heating up. We know Jerry Jones and his team are always looking for ways to upgrade, especially as the playoffs approach. If Slay becomes available for a reasonable price and fits within our cap space, it could be a move that defines our season. And don't forget, the NFC East is shaping up to be one of the most competitive divisions in recent memory. The Eagles, with their Super Bowl-winning roster and aggressive defense, are still contenders. The Cowboys, with their resilience and strategic adjustments, are right in the hunt. The Lions, emerging as one of the league's most exciting teams, are also vying for a deep playoff run. Every move, every roster adjustment could tip the scales. A veteran like Slay, with his playoff experience and leadership, could be the piece that helps us finally clinch the division and make a serious run in January. As we look ahead, it's worth considering how this potential acquisition fits into the larger picture of the Cowboys' strategic goals. Our secondary has shown flashes of brilliance, but consistency has been elusive. The injuries and inconsistent play have exposed vulnerabilities. Adding a player like Slay, who can bring stability, leadership, and playoff know-how, could be exactly what our defense needs to elevate its game. It's about more than just one player. It's about the message it sends to the team that we're serious about competing at the highest level, and we're willing to make bold moves to achieve that. Now, let's talk a little about the upcoming schedule and the importance of each game. The Cowboys are entering a critical stretch, with key divisional matchups and playoff positioning on the line. The acquisition of a veteran cornerback could be the difference in close games, especially when facing high-powered offenses. We've seen how crucial secondary play is in the NFL today. A single blown coverage or a missed assignment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Slay's experience in clutch moments, his ability to handle top receivers, and his instinct for making game-changing plays could be exactly what our defense needs in these final weeks. Meanwhile, the Eagles will be looking to capitalize on their roster strength, and adding Slay would signal their intent to reinforce their secondary. The Lions' front office might see him as a veteran presence to help their young defensive backs develop and push for playoff spot. The NFL is full of stories like these, veteran players finding new homes late in the season, often making significant impacts. It's a testament to how the league values experience and leadership, especially when the stakes are high. In conclusion, this news about Darius Slay's release from Pittsburgh is much more than a simple roster move. It's a story packed with strategic implications, potential rivalries, and playoff ambitions. For us Cowboys fans, it's an exciting development that could shape the rest of our season. Will we be the team to bring Slay into the fold? Could he be the missing piece in our defensive puzzle? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain. This move has the potential to be a game changer. As always, I'll be keeping a close eye on how this story develops, and I encourage you all to do the same. Make sure to stay tuned for updates, analysis, and all things Cowboys related. This is what makes NFL fandom so thrilling, the constant drama, the strategic moves, and the hope that this could be the year we finally bring home the trophy. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential acquisition? Do you think Slay still has enough in the tank to make a difference? Would you welcome him back to the NFC East, or do you think the risk outweighs the reward? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cowboys. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, insights, and analysis. Stay tuned, keep the faith, and let's get ready for an exciting finish to this NFL season. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Dallas Cowboys. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news.